Good morning, students. Today I'll be explaining you the chapter Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm sending this video with the wordings as it will be easy for you all to understand the chapter from this. This chapter is very interesting chapter about Alice, who was feeling very much bored and wanted to do something innovative. Suddenly she saw a rabbit running about. That rabbit was very much different from other rabbits. He was not normal. He was having a waistcoat, a cap with it. Alice wanted to follow that rabbit. Suddenly, the rabbit went down the rabbit hole, and Alice also followed the same. Now, let's read out the summary for you for a greater explanation. Alice was very much bored, sitting under the tree. Once or twice she had even peeped on the book her sister was reading, but the book was boring without pictures. The hot day made her feel very sleepy. Suddenly she saw a white rabbit running close by her. Suddenly the rabbit started talking to itself. "Oh dear, I shall be late." Alice thought it was a dream, but to her sight, she again saw the rabbit removing its waistcoat pocket and moved on. As I told you, Alice saw a strange rabbit. Okay, the rabbit was speaking to itself. Firstly, Alice thought that it was a dream and she didn't consider it. But again, she saw that the rabbit was having a waistcoat and a pocket and it was walking forward. Alice had never seen a rabbit before this. To know what happened, Alice ran after the rabbit, and the rabbit jumped into a big rabbit hole. It was a very big tunnel. Even Alice followed the rabbit and went down inside the tunnel. Alice was very much curious to know what actually had happened or what the rabbit was trying to do. So she followed the rabbit and fell into the big tunnel. To her notice, the tunnel was filled with bookshelves and cupboards. It was very dreamy for Alice, like she had never seen a tunnel containing all these things. The tunnel was so big that Alice was going down and down but not coming to an end. Alice wondered as to how many miles she had traveled down. The tunnel was not coming to an end. Coming down, she thought that she's coming towards the center of the earth. While coming down, she had many things going inside her mind. She had been thinking about her cat Dina, then about her school, what else she was doing, but she knew that there was no one else except herself could listen to her. She had learned many things as lesson. She had learned there was no one to listen to her as she was alone. Then she again remembered her cat Dina. She was going on wondering different things that do cat eats bat. Alice was actually not knowing where her mind was. As I told you, she was very sleepy because the tunnel was too long and she was not able to think anything else. She was going on dizzying. She was very sleepy and in her dreamy way, she was going on repeating the same sentence. Do cat eats bat? Then she dreamt that she was walking hand in hand with her cat Dina and was asking her that now you tell me, have you ever eaten a bat? Okay, it was her dream. This all things were happening in her dreams. It was not in real, and she was going on repeating the same sentence that do cat eat bats, do cat eat bats, but there was no answer to it. Dreaming all these things, she felt almost asleep. Suddenly, while dreaming all this, she came down and fell upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over. After falling down, she actually woke up and saw that it was all her dream, and she fell down right into the tunnel. She fell upon the sticks and dry leaves, and the journey towards the tunnel of her was over.